Dear children, good afternoon everybody. To the completion of the syllabus, we want to take that some of the online classes and also hope that you will be utilized this in a proper way. Everybody, do not come out, stay home and be safe. Okay, let us start our class. The polynomials. This is the second chapter that our class already we have completed a little part of this, and also the people are written some of the assignments also. Now we are going to complete the remaining part of these polynomials. Before completing of that, we have to take a little briefing that what you have learned in the earlier classes. See, these polynomials are three types. One is the linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. This classification they are made depend upon the degree of the polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is the 1, it's called as a linear polynomial. Example, ax plus b. If the degree of the polynomial is the 2, then ax square plus bx plus c. If the degree is the 3, p of x is equal to ax cube plus bx plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is the cubic polynomial, and also these are called as a general form of the linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. In this linear polynomial, a is called the coefficient of x, b is the constant. A, b are called coefficients of x square and x terms in the quadratic polynomial, and c is the constant. And in the cubic polynomial, a, b, c are the coefficients of x cube and x square, all and x, and d is called as a constant. These are the coefficients. And the next that we are learned already about the zero of the polynomial. Zero of the polynomial means the value of the variable for which the polynomial will become 0. So these zeros are depends upon the degrees of the polynomials. If the polynomial degree is the 1, then 0 is the 1. If the degree of the polynomial is the 2, then it will have the 2 zeros. If the degree of the polynomial is the 3, it has the 3 zeros. Now let us discuss this quadratic polynomial, because already you have learned that linear polynomial in the earlier classes. Okay, now example, p of x is equal to x square minus 4x plus 3. Quadratic polynomial. For this we have to find the zeros. Means we have to discuss about the zeros. Means what values we have to write in the place of x to become the polynomial is 0. Now let us take that x is equal to 3. Then 3 square minus 4 into 3 plus 3 is equal to 9 minus 12 plus 3 is equal to 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. When we are writing the 3 in the place of x, the polynomial will become the 0. Therefore, 3 is called as a 0 of this polynomial. And one more. In the place of x, we can write the 1. Then 1 square minus 4 into 1 plus 3 is equal to 1 minus 4 plus 3 is equal to 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. That is what you are understood here. Even when you are written that 1 in the place of x, it is becoming a 0. That means 3 and 1 are called the zeros of this polynomial. Can we have that any more zeros for this? We cannot, because it is a quadratic second degree. We have that only the 2 zeros. Okay, now how to find the zeros? This is only the trial and error method that we are done. But now we are going to do in the actual method to find out the zeros. To find out the zeros, just we have to recollect that factorization of a polynomial by splitting of the middle term in the 9th class. For example, we have to find the zeros of polynomial 4x square minus 7x plus 12 plus 3. This is a quadratic polynomial. How to find out the zeros for this? How to find the zeros for this? We have to factorize 4x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 3. Then 4 is the common, x minus 1. 4x is the common, x minus 1. Minus 3 is the common, x minus 1. That is a 4x minus 3 and x minus 1. Now we want to find out zeros of this polynomial, that is 4x minus 3 is equal to 0, 4x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 by 4, and x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. That means zeros of this polynomial are 3 by 4 and 1. These are the zeros. It is a method to find out the zeros of this polynomial. On this we have done that many of the problems, and also we have to learn how to frame the quadratic polynomial when it is giving the 2 zeros. For example, is giving the zeros are 5 and 6. We have to write that quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 5 and 6. How to find out this polynomial? Polynomial p of x is equal to x square minus sum of zeros x plus product of zeros. That if you take the zeros are alpha and beta, that we can take as x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. That means where that alpha beta are the zeros. Now here that already is giving the zeros to you 5 and 6. Let me take that 5 is a one of the 0 which is equal to alpha, and 6 is another 0 which is equal to beta. Now alpha plus beta is equal 5 plus 6 is equal to 11, and alpha beta is equal 5 into 6 is equal to 30. Now the polynomial is equal to x square minus 11x plus 30. This is the polynomial when is giving the 2 zeros of the 2 zeros. Okay, this is one of the method to write that polynomial when is giving the zeros. And we can do some of the problems from our book, that is from exercise 2.2. Now we can take here 4u square plus 8u. Generally we said that quadratic polynomial means it will have the 3 terms, but whereas here 4u square plus 8u means square term is there and u term is there, but there is no constant. But we have to think that the constant is there, that is a 0. Okay, now we can take that 4u is the common, u plus 2. That means 4u into u plus 2. Then zeros are 4u is equal 0, u is equal to 0 by u, 0 by 4 is equal to 0. U plus 2 is equal to 0 and u is equal to minus 2. That means for this, what are the zeros here? 0 and minus 2. Okay? Are you understood that? This are also you are discussed in the earlier classes. Now again, this all we are giving only for the recollecting the earlier thing. Now we can take here, suppose the zeros are 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 4. That means we have to take that alpha is equal to 1 by 4 and beta is equal to minus 1 by 4. Now sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta is equal 1 by 4 plus minus 1 by 4 is equal to 0. And product of zeros is equal alpha beta is equal 1 by 4 into minus 1 by 4 is equal to minus 1 by 16. Okay. Now polynomial is equal to x square minus sum of zeros x, that is minus 0x plus minus 1 by 16. That we can write as x square minus 1 by 16. This is the polynomial. Okay. This also we can write as, by taking that LCM is the 16x square minus 1, where that is equal to 0. 16x square minus 1 is equal to 16x square minus 1. This also a quadratic polynomial of this, where the zeros are 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 4. Okay. That means we have learned here, when is giving the zeros, we are learned how to frame the polynomial, and when is giving the polynomial, we have learned that how to find the zeros. Okay. And we have to discuss here one more thing, the relation between these zeros and coefficients. So to find out the sum of zeros and product of zeros in these cases, we have to solve the zeros and then we have to find the sum and the product. But we are need not to calculate that one. Now we are going to take that another method, that is called as a relation between coefficients of polynomial and zeros of the polynomial. For example, now we are taking that quadratic polynomial p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Coefficients are a and b are the coefficients of x square and x, c is the constant. Now let alpha and beta are the zeros. Now we have to calculate alpha plus beta, means what here? Sum of the zeros, that is minus b by a. Product of zeros, alpha beta, that is c by a. These are the two relations between the zeros and the coefficients of this. With the help of this, we are able to find out alpha plus beta and alpha beta without calculating the zero of this polynomial, because there is many of the problems what we are going to solve for this. Okay. Now we have to verify these relations. Now already you have learned this is. Don't forget that. Now x square minus 11x minus 12. It is a polynomial. We have to find the zeros and we have to verify the relation between coefficients and the zeros. Okay. Now first we can find the zeros now. X square minus 12x minus 1x minus 12. plus x minus 12 is equal to x is the common, x minus 12 plus 1 is the common, x minus 12, that is x plus 1 and x minus 12. Then zeros are x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1 and x minus 12 is equal to 0, x is equal to 12. Okay, what are the zeros here? Minus 1 and 12. Now, sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 plus 12 is equal to 11. Product of zeros is equal to alpha beta is equal to minus 1 into 12 is equal to minus 12. These are it. Sum of the zeros, product of zeros. This by finding the zeros. Now we have to take the relations. This we have to write in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. That means in the place of a, what is there here? 1. In the place of b, what is there? Minus 11. And in the place of c is the minus 12. Now, sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a minus 11 by 1. That means minus of minus plus 11 by 1 is the 11. Product of zeros is equal to c by a, that is minus 12 by 1 is equal to minus 12. Now you can verify the relation. Sum of the zeros, how much you got here? 11, 11. Product of the zeros, minus 12 and minus 12. Okay, this is called the verification of zeros and their coefficients. Okay, this already we have learnt it in the class, and based on this that we are going to do some of the problems which we are giving now here. Yes, with the help of this that you are able to do that exercise 2.2 bit 1 and bit 2. All the sums you are supposed to do in the homework. Already you are done, and do it again. Okay, and now we are going to learn one more topic, that is the division of polynomials. So this division of the polynomial we are discussing here only to know that whether that given polynomial is a factor of the another polynomial or not. When you are dividing it, if you get the 0 is the remainder, then you can say it is a factor of that polynomial. If the remainder is not a 0, then we can say it is not a factor of the polynomial. For example, here we can take that is asking us to find out whether that one polynomial is the factor of that another polynomial or not. Example, you can see here 3x cube minus x to the power of 4 minus 3x plus 5. This is p of x. And one more, g of x. Then x minus x square minus 1. Asking us to find out that gx is the factor of the polynomial px or not. To find out this, we have to calculate or we have to divide. Now, 3x square minus x to the power of 4 minus 3x plus 5. That is not in the form of order. So you can write in an order, that is minus x to the power of 4 plus 3x square minus 3x plus 5 divide by minus x square plus x minus 1. That we should write or arrange in a order now. Yes. Now here that minus x square minus x to the power of 4. So we have to take that x square times minus x to the power of 4. Minus x square into x, how much? 3. X cube is there. But x cube term is not there. Here we can write plus x cube. X square into minus 1 minus x square. Now this is plus minus plus cancel. Minus x cube plus 4x square minus 3x. Minus x cube is there. With what we have to multiply? With the x. X into minus x square minus x cube. X into x plus x square. X into minus 1 minus x. Now plus minus plus. Now here it is cancelled, that is 3x square minus 2x plus 5. Here 3x square is there, but here what is there? Minus x square. So that minus 3 times 3x square minus 3 into x minus 3x and minus 3 into minus 1 plus 3 minus plus minus cancel it. That means x plus 2. You got the remainder. You got the remainder here. Therefore, we have to say that it's not a factor. Okay. Now, if you get the remainder is 0, we have to say that it is a factor. Are you understood that? Okay. Now, the next thing, if he is giving that 2 zeros of a biquadratic polynomial, asking us to find out the remaining 2 zeros. Biquadratic means it is a 4th degree polynomial, will have the 4 zeros. Okay. This topic will be discussed by tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you one and all. Please you have to make it use properly. Okay. Good luck.